Coming from Saskatchewan, you look at Johnny as an iconic figure, and you're just following in the line of the province and what it's given to the Maple Leafs.
Well, you know, I was just actually on my phone there looking at a picture Scotty Bowman just sent me of him and Gordie Howe at Waskesiu. And, you know, obviously knowing who he is a long time before I was fortunate enough to become the Leafs coach, but then even then when you see him around here, you know, what he, and I don't know like a lot of people do, but what he appears to me is to be an example for all of our players to try to live up to. When you treat people the way he did, and when you make people feel better about themselves just through your conversation, you know, that's a mark of a great man. And obviously he was an unbelievable goaltender, an unbelievable Leaf, but I think what he did off the ice for our fans and what he did for people is far more impressive, to be honest with you. And so I think it's important for our guys to learn about him, and they're going to hear a lot about him over the next while, and to understand just what a good man he was and what a great role model he was. And I think we all think we're doing a pretty good job, but then when you hear about the quality of person he was, it's pretty humbling to say the least. So good on him and his family. Obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. Had a great life, 93 years young, and you know, my conversations with him were spectacular even at this age, and so obviously did a lot for the Leaf community.
Anything that you recall in particular from your conversation time?
I just remember right away, as soon as I met him, I was like, lots of people asked for a picture with me, but that wasn't the priority at that time, was me getting a picture with him. He's just a gentleman, and to listen to him talk, to see him around the room. I think the time I enjoyed the most is when we had the outdoor game, because the guys were around quite a bit there, and but he's just a gentleman.
Challenge of coming back here after 3 days, what do you see in practice?
Well, I mean, obviously guys died quickly out there today, which is normal. I mean, they play tonight, and we have an opportunity. They smacked us around in our own building, skated us in the ground last time we played them, so we should remember that and be prepared. These are big points for us. We've done a nice job to set ourselves up. Now we got to get to work, and we got to be way more efficient than we have been. We think we can get way better as a club. The guys believe that, I believe that, so it's important.
Austin said he spent time at home. James Van Riemsdyk said he spent time at home. Is that sort of thing valuable too around Christmas?
Well, I think it's outstanding. I think getting away is you know, an unbelievable thing. I mean, being around your kids, being around your wife, whoever you get a chance to be around, I think it's special. I know. You know, I told the coaches leave their computers here and focus on your family, and we got lots of time to get ready for the game once we get on that flight. And so I think that's an important part of getting re-energized. The other thing I also think is, being a pro athlete, it's great to compartmentalize your life a little bit. When you're at the rink, you're all in and you're doing all that. When you're away from it, you can't be playing hockey in your head and wearing yourself out. You got to get energized, and your family is a great part of that.
Mike, for those of us in Arizona, there's been a lot of talk about how Austin has managed stepping into this situation in hockey mecca, not only managing it, excelling in it. Why do you think he was able to do that?
Well, because he's got a great mom and dad. I mean, he's got great roots and a good foundation, and they keep him in line. I think it's important to have people around you. Your inner circle has to be strong, and they've got to be willing to tell you when you're getting out of line. And you know, he's a smart guy, understands what's going on. The other thing about him is he wants to be great, and if you want to be great, that's every day. That's not once in a while, it's every single day. And he obviously picked that up early as a young man, and brings that each and every day. He loves hockey, he loves people, and he doesn't mind sharing himself.
Did you ever sense that being in Toronto was too big for him or overwhelming in any sense?
Well, you know, I mean, it's like anything. If the team's going to be no good and you're not going to play good, it's going to be a tough place for you. But if you're going to be good and the team's going to be good, I think it can be an unbelievable spot. And, you know, I don't know what it's like to be Austin Matthews, obviously, at his age, with what he's going through right now, but I think it's got to be a pretty special place to be. I mean, with his skill set comes with a burden in some ways, I guess, but on the other side, that's pretty special too, and I think a lot of people like to be Austin Matthews.
Because of what tomorrow's game means to him and what Austin means to you guys, does that mean the game itself
Well, I think
it matters that you guys all give your best?
Well, I think that's part. I mean, the first time you saw us play against him, you wouldn't have thought that, though. So he wasn't good, and we weren't good, and it's an important game for us. You know, that's what we try to talk about before practice day. These are important games and important points, and each and every night you got to find a way. And tonight's an opportunity. We get to watch them play on TV and then play them. And you know, we've been through that 8 times, I think, this year, and it's nice that the shoe's on the other foot.
Back to Austin for a second. Talk about his learning curve. You saw him a year and a half ago when he came into the league. Talk about him now, a year and a half later, development, growth, the kinds of things that you feel he needs to improve.
Well, I think the biggest thing is just when I saw him with the under-18 team, he was a real good player. Obviously, his pace wasn't near what it is now, and even in Switzerland, when I went through all the tapes or saw him at the World Championships, the year prior to the draft, his pace through the middle of the rink and his ability to play without the puck weren't close to what they are now. And obviously he's way quicker, way stronger, and understands the game more, and not just from being around the league and growing. He's a competitive guy. He can play against the best players in the game with and without the puck, and he wants to be great. So I think, the learning curve when you first come to the league is steep, but he's a guy who just wants to get better and better, and he works at it daily.